get started. So thank you everyone. First of all, thanks Rahul. You have been a pillar of support, a rock for this. So welcome again. Welcome
Yes.
again, Taufik.
Hi.
With some beard. Rashwan, I was looking for you in IPL, but probably got a little busy. Now we are back for
So
India
thank
versus
you everyone.
Australia.
First of all, thanks
Zup,
Rahul. You
zup,
have
zup,
been
zup,
a
zup.
pillar of support
My
rock
YouTube
for this.
feedback is coming.
So
Ah, good.
there seems to be some echo.
Yeah. My YouTube was starting, so that also came.
Okay.
So now we are good. Yeah,
Yes.
guys, what do you guys think about India versus Australia? Three ODIs, one T20 is done.
The series is 2-all.
Ah, seeing it
I
as
don't think that counts.
Well,
good.
we can consider that. Yes, it is a LOIs like limited over international. So we can
Yeah.
still say that it is 2-all.
I'm sure if India wins the series 3-0 the T20 series, BCCI will say that we won the limited over like 4-2. So we
Yeah.
didn't really lose anything. So yeah.
So
Right.
this
Well, BCCI are expert in giving a spin on everything. Okay.
mm, this
So
actually brings me to the question: the way India played today, there are some analysis that the T20 matches will be closer, and it turned out to be at least a little more hard fought, but more than the ODI matches. Should we, probably Virat Kohli and India team has a say on the schedule, right? Probably we should have had T20s first and then the ODIs.
I don't think it's about the order of placement of the matches because India is traditionally, and Kohli in particular is particularly, very good in ODIs. This was, an absolute shocker when you see India losing these two matches in a row by more than 50 runs and conceding 375, more than 375 with the ball. It is absolutely shocking to see that happen twice in a row. So I don't think it is the order of the matches more than the selection of teams or the gameplay that was implemented that was actually the deal breaker.
for me, I think what mattered over here is the team balance for Team India. This has been a talking point over here, where we are looking at the 6-5 combination, where we have to go for those five ballers, and the lack of a very genuine all-rounder is hurting our chances a lot. If you see today's match, we were far more balanced in that sense. We had a number of batsmen, and there were a couple of all-rounders, proper all-rounders when we talk about Jadeja, and uh, then we have Washington Sundar, okay, which gave that sort of a stability and some bit of leeway for Kohli to work around it. And obviously, Kohli's captainship is still a bit frazzled in that sense. So 50 overs seems to be a bit long for him to manage things.
Yeah.
And I think it's a blessing in disguise that Rahane is coming on to for the tests, and Kohli would be probably better managed at the 2020 format over here, and he has better control over the proceedings over there.
Okay.
And I think they have also got hang of the uh, conditions as well, that how
Mm.
to play that.
Okay, talking about the team combination and specifically about today's match, concussion substitute that worked for India. Jadeja batting on the first innings and then substitute, and then Chahal bowls the magical spell and takes 3 wickets. And of course, Justin Langer's anger, probably he knew that this was coming. He was like fighting for the match referee. Of course, nobody knows what exactly he spoke, but the guess is that he was probably arguing against the concussion substitute. What do you guys think about that?
Essentially, I think the prevalent idea is that concussion substitute should be the exact same type of player who is being replaced. So Jadeja is an all-rounder. So an all-rounder should replace Jadeja. That's the idea. But my question is, you can't really put a pin on what qualifies as an all-rounder.
Yeah, and
So
it's
you can say Jadeja is an all-rounder.
And
But
you should pay attention to the fact that Jadeja came in as a batsman in the first inning. Like if let's say that if Jadeja would have been injured, and what you can say, midway during the innings, and somebody has to come as a concussion substitute. If they would have brought in a batsman, they could have, like, what he could have batted a bit and then couldn't have contributed with the ball or something like that. So it's pure luck in this case. And Justin Langer, I have heard this argument also, that Justin Langer should be the last person to complain about concussion substitute, because I mean, the one concussion substitute they made has completely changed their team balance like anything. Like in place of Smith, I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of luck or something that Manas Labuschagne started to play like Smith. Okay, like even a better version of Smith and everything. So I don't think. See, the thing is that it's just a rule. Okay, it's just a rule which happens to today favor India. It could have favored anybody else and everything. So uh, it so happened that Jadeja was hit on the head. He didn't show up his head like this and then like come and hit me and he got injured or something like that. He got genuinely injured.
Yeah.
For all it matters, it might come off as a gamble which paid off for India, but it happened so that Jadeja was injured.
Yeah. There is.
And
Yeah. Go ahead.
I just wanted to add over there that I completely agree with Rahul what he says, because even if you see the even where did the first time this concussion substitute was used? It was used in the Ashes, right? And even there, like it was even there that Steven Smith got hit on the head, and he continued to bat after that. It was
Yeah,
only after that when he scored a couple of boundaries and then he found that he could not carry on. He got out, and then it was the second inning that that guy came, Magnus Labuschagne came, and of course the rest is history. But then, so the Australian point, there's one point of view where everyone is arguing that if he was injured, then he should have gone off immediately. That does not hold true, because concussion does happen late, and the most importantly, the ICC rules, whether we agree with them or not, the rule currently states that it does take into account delayed concussion. And
exactly.
when the Indian medical staff has said that he is concussed, and Virat Kohli said in the post match that he's dizzy, then we should not be there should be no room for speculation over there. We have to
Exactly.
take their words. I mean, we would do that for others, right? So why is it that when it comes to India that they are so skeptical about it? And the match referee, David Boone, was within his rights to say that no, Chahal cannot come in as a replacement for Ravindra Jadeja, since he's the match referee and it lies in his hand. But he didn't say that. He said, fine, you can bring in Chahal. So that's where the buck stops. So there's no point.
And on top of that, you should realize that this is a COVID situation. You just cannot these are special times where you have to give a bit of a leeway to the team who is already under a lot of stress and pressure. They're living in a bio bubble. There's a lot of problems all around and everything. Some leeways have to be given. As host, Australia should have been gracious enough to not to make such a big issue out of it. I mean, jokes apart, we have seen all that jokes where Justin Langer is arguing with David Boone, and memes have already been made on it. I suggest you should check the Twitter handle of Jarrod Kimber, and as well as there are a couple of other memes which has come out. But you should realize that why this concussion substitute came into place. This is an Australian invention, first of all. Second, you should realize that the concussion substitute came for somebody named by Phil Hughes. He was injured, and that's why that was the watershed moment where concussion substitute came into being. And you guys are hypocritical enough to, celebrate the life of Phil Hughes, but at the same time, somebody carries out a concussion substitute. You are bitter about it because he happens to be a bowler. Well, let's not, break any bones about it. But Jadeja himself is a very accomplished bowler.
Yeah.
He's a good bowler, and he was chosen over Chahal. Okay, he was chosen over Chahal. Chahal didn't have a good ODI series. He was stormed around, and in the last match he didn't play. And it was a pure gamble which India took over here. And if it paid off for India, well, good for them. But we just cannot take that chance that you play Jadeja and then risk a risk a concussed Jadeja over there. And then
And it's a life threatening thing.
yeah, it's a life-threatening thing. People who have any doubts about it, obviously Phillies is the biggest example. I shouldn't be giving that, but at the same time, there is a very good movie by Will Smith called Concussion. Okay,
Yeah.
you should watch that, and then you will have an idea. Obviously, it is about American football, but if you see that, what are the long-term damages of concussion are, you will have absolutely, a very different view about the whole matter. Justin Langer, just because he has to win a match, if he is going to pull that trick, I'm sorry, I'm losing a bit of respect for him.
Okay.
So there's one thing that everyone seems to be forgetting. Like, I'm not saying whatever I'm about to say is, right or not.
Mhm.
It's obviously not right. But what is one thing that is true about whenever India tours Australia is that there's always a lot of intensity and always a lot of things being said just to win a match. Like a lot of insults are thrown around a lot, and a lot of underhand activities are done whenever India tours Australia because either team wants to one up the other and secure an advantage by getting into their head. So one can always consider what Justin Langer did to be a ploy to get into India's head and psych
Actually,
them out.
this is an interesting angle you're bringing in, Ashwin. I saw a tweet which, thanks you reminded me, was that they were saying usually Australia plays these mental games, right? They want to mentally disintegrate the opposition even before stepping the ground or in the ground by sledging various other spinning. And how Ganguly used to kind of pay that back by going in late for the toss, trying to play the same game that they play.
Even Kohli now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
in fact,
how,
even before becoming the captain.
yeah, Justin Langer's attitude is actually, see, you're crying and complaining, right? It's not a strong attitude. It's not like saying you throw whatever bowler you want to bring in, I will make sure that the team wins. It's not that kind of an attitude. It's a kind of an attitude which is complaining and arguing for something. So
yeah, typically not common among Australians.
Exactly.
This is a new well-behaved Australia.
Actually, if you watch the Amazon Prime series, the test that shows how Australia actually chalk out their mind games, and actually prepare a defense against India's mind games.
Yeah,
I never got around to watch that.
Can happen whenever India is touring Australia. So
yeah.
Rahul, I would suggest you should give it a watch. It's pretty,
I am
pretty
trying to.
Yeah.
I think it's on Netflix, I guess.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
I have Amazon Prime and I didn't
Test,
watch it.
right? It's called
Yeah, I
Yeah,
really got goosebumps from watching the whole series.
Sure,
It was
I'll
very
watch
good. It was
it.
very, very
Yeah.
good.
I'll watch
Especially the
it.
planning and especially and the most interesting part as an Indian fan, I'm biased over here. As an Indian fan, we've seen a lot of nonsense happening in Australia over the years when we toured there. It was very interesting to see how outraged they felt when Virat Kohli behaved badly the last time. And they were like, he gets away with everything and we don't. And I'm like, oh, welcome to the rest of the world's club all these years.
No, but then that is unfair on part of Australia to say that they don't get away. They get away with a lot
everything.
of things.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, if you read up on their history, they have been one of the most horrible.
Notorious. Let's use the word notorious.
I'll use the word horrible because they have been very, very what you can say, uncharitable towards their opponents, and they have said a lot of uncharitable things to people, and they get paid back. Some of the sledging stories, when I hear them, and like some of the paybacks are really good, but I'm digressing over here. But they don't deserve to even whine about it. Okay, and one thing they have realized that if they sledge Kohli then goes into the zone, and somebody said it. I think it's either Matthew Eden or Taylor who said that never sledge Kohli because Kohli is more Australian than Australian. Okay,
as Mitchell Johnson found out in the Test match in Melbourne in 2014, where he got hit clattered all around the park.
Yeah, and especially when
moving away from throwing shade at Australia, I have a question. So this is Virat Kohli's 9th T20 win as the national captain in a row. What do you think is changing when he changes his jersey color from red to blue?
That's a mystery that nobody knows. The moment he plays for India, it's flying colors. The moment he plays for, he did quite well in, RCB did quite well in IPL also. Only in the later stages, they kind of floundered. But yeah, nobody really knows what transformation happens there.
But for RCB, it doesn't have Bumrah, right?
I mean, at the end of the day, the Ashwin came out right. Let's give him kudos for that. Yes, that he chose, I think, Mumbai at the start. Okay, we need to acknowledge that as well. Right. Okay, Mumbai Indians at the end of the day won the IPL. Obviously, my team went to the final. I'm happy about that as well. But I'm talking about Delhi Chargers. Delhi Capitals, not Kolkata Knight Riders. But yeah, the Delhi Capitals. No, I picked up Delhi Capitals as the the winner and everything. Still good performance on their part. But yes, as somebody said that they don't have Bumrah and they don't have Kohli has the luxury of choosing from the best of the best from the IPL, at least from an Indian point of view. So yeah, I think that is working.
I think Pandey also makes a huge difference at number 6. Right? I
Oh,
mean,
yes.
not today, but
Pandey
generally.
didn't. Pandey
Not
didn't
today,
like
not
it.
today,
No,
but
not today.
generally.
But
Yeah.
there was an interesting tweet about that as well. Somebody said that Pandey is practically useless in the second half of
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
yeah
Second half of the
No,
innings.
not
second.
Pandey. I meant Pandya.
Oh, Pandya. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Pandya is
yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Pandya
Agree.
is a rock star, and
Yeah.
Nambi, I'm a converted Natarajan fan over here. Okay.
Oh yes.
Uh, yeah,
Welcome to
seriously. Yeah, Natarajan bowled beautifully today, and like that wicket of Maxwell was absolutely brilliant over there. And obviously, paying Mitchell Stark in his own coin by yorking him out is pure joy to watch. Seriously, I mean Mitchell Stark is one of the best. In my opinion, he is one of the best bowler when it comes to knocking off the lower order batsmen and everything. He got a taste of his own medicine today, and that too by Natarajan. It was very satisfying to
I
watch.
think Bumrah would be proud of Natarajan's Yorkers. Like,
Yeah,
pinpoint.
absolutely. And it was like on point to Yorkers.
Yeah.
And I was a bit surprised that Bumrah was not playing today, and I was a bit iffy about India chances. But yeah, without
I
Bumrah and without Rohit Sharma, two of the mainstay of our, I mean, they are the core of Indian batting. To give this kind of
Then
performance
Bhuvneshwar
is
Kumar.
almost stamping. And yes, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, indeed, yes. I think if Bhuvneshwar Kumar would be around, Aaron Finch wouldn't have been that successful. I mean, Aaron Finch dances in front of Bhuvneshwar Kumar over here.
it's a bit like watching Zaire Khan bowl to Graham Smith.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like Graham Smith, otherwise he's a great batsman. Whenever Jair Khan comes, he look like a schoolboy batsman. He sometimes somebody have their number also. Like right now, Adam Zampa and to an extent Hazelwood has Kohli's numbers.
And
Okay,
other leg
so
spinners.
other leg spinners. I mean, yeah,
Junaid Khan on the
prim-
rare occasion that India plays Pakistan.
yeah. But thankfully, that part is covered over here. We are not playing Pakistan as much as we can. But then I think if you would have played Pakistan on a number of times, then Kohli would have find out. And Kohli was trying to find out Hazelwood today also. I think that short arm jab he did when he was moving away from the stumps and trying to hit that ball on the leg side over there. But I think he couldn't continue on his batting. Okay.
I feel just one thing about Bumrah. You mentioned that he was surprised he is not playing today. I have a feeling he'll not play any of these matches. I think he'll go and play the red ball practice game that's there on 6th, which is
Okay.
coinciding with the second T20. And I think that is also the reason why Shreyas Iyer is not playing. I have a feeling that he'll be called as cover for Virat Kohli. One, because they've not yet announced who the cover is for him.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that they'll probably be sent to play the red ball match because the other red
But I don't think
I don't think Shreyas
Shreyas-
Iyer is that good a test player. They can always
Yeah.
play
It's not
100
that.
carry and get away with it.
No, it's not that. The thing is that Shreyas Iyer has been Virat Kohli's designated cover for the last 3 years, which is the reason
Uh,
why, like, even if you remember the test match, the last test match in Virat Kohli missed when Australia toured India last time, that brain fade series of
mhm.
Steven Smith. In that series, in the last test match, it was Shreyas Iyer who was not on the squad, but he was sent as cover to Dharamshala. But then Rahane chose to play 6-5 and he didn't get a chance. So I just feel that they are this. Maybe they'll not play him. I still don't feel they'll play him in the test squad, but they'll probably just keep him there as a backup for the number 5 push. Probably Vihari will play. That's what I think.
To be honest, Shreyas Iyer has been quite a letdown throughout the series.
Who? Shreyas Iyer, na?
Shreyas
Yeah.
Iyer very much.
Yeah, I
In
was
fact, even that
expecting.
one
I was
innings-
expecting. Yeah, I was
even
expecting
that
a
one
bit
innings
from
doesn't
Shreyas
really
Iyer.
cut it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
think
people say that Shreyas Iyer could very well be the next Indian captain once Kohli.
I firmly believe that's possible that he can be the next Indian captain. Even Virat Kohli had a really
But for
bad
one
series
to
for
become
England.
the next captain, one needs to really, cement their own spot in the team first.
No, even
Yeah.
Virat Kohli had a really bad series of England in
Yeah.
2014.
Well, that hasn't that been the case for Rahane? Rahane hasn't been
Yeah.
a mainstay in the Indian team, but whenever he comes in, he will always perform as the vice captain, and in some cases even captain. So the form doesn't usually means that you won't be considered for captainship. But I think Shreyas Iyer is learning his tricks over here, and even Kohli wasn't a out and out player at the start. He worked hard for his place in the team, and slowly and steadily he had that breakout series and breakout games like the one against Pakistan and the one against Sri Lanka. Okay, so where he scored heavily in chases, and then he became the the master of chase, and those kind of adages were attached to him, and then slowly and steadily it developed into a world class batsman. So I think Shreyas Iyer, we should give him time for that. He has the ability to do so. Okay,
And
so
I
I
was,
think
and
yeah.
I also saw his record a couple of days back because I was having this discussion with someone else, and I saw that out of 20 one-day matches, okay, before the series, of course, before the series, he has played 20 one-day matches and he has scored 850s and a century. So he's not like it's not that he has not performed at all. And yes, he's having a lean time now, probably, but it's just 2-3 matches. So let's see. Maybe he will bounce back soon.
Yeah, and one should also consider that we are not playing cricket on the trot over here. Like they were far more at firmer ground when they were playing in 2020. I mean, it doesn't make any sense for us, but when they were playing when they were playing today as a 2020 unit, they were playing a very different game than what they were playing as a ODI. And yes, it does matter because 50 overs is obviously the double of amount, if I may say 2.5 amount of overs you are supposed to spend on the field and everything, and it has to be strategized as a mini test match. Okay, so you have to play phase by phase, innings by innings, and something like that, like you do on a typical test match day. So that is how they should plan it, whereas 2020 moves at a very frenetic pace, and you don't get time to adjust, and you have to come out and hit out in at the go. So there are a lot of variables changing over here. So I think if more and more games are being played by India in the future right now, I think they will acclimatize and then probably play as a more better unit over there. But I don't think ODIs
But
right
there's
now are in the at the back of Indian team mind over here. They are more looking at the 2020 World Cup.
Okay.
but there's one thing, really that needs to be said here because most people are of the opinion that Kohli is a better captain in Test because he gets time to recover from his mistakes. If you make a mistake, you have at least a session to recover from your mistake. But by that logic, he should be, a better captain in ODI than he is in T20.
He is a remarkable player when it comes to ODIs. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me
So
finish my
all of
point.
you,
He's obviously a remarkable player when he's playing in any format, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. So the whole hue and cry about having Rohit Sharma replace Kohli as a captain. So what are your thoughts on that?
yeah. Since we are discussing about Kohli and captainship, and thanks to Ashwin, he got Rohit Sharma. Also, one thing which I didn't like even before the series started was what Kohli said. He said, I was expecting Rohit Sharma to be on the flight, and I don't know what exactly happened. Probably there was some kind of miscommunication between Sharma and Kohli, Rohit Sharma and Kohli. I thought probably they should have sorted this out. I don't know, maybe Rohit Sharma should have called, Kohli should have called. As a captain, he has more responsibility, at least that's what I believe, to have sorted this out. This kind of played out, probably looking at it, played out a little wrongly. And India losing the first two ODI matches, maybe Rohit Sharma could also not save it, but I believe this should have been sorted before the series started.
I mean, this has a absolute mental effect on the team itself. Okay, when you see such a breakdown between the number one and number two batsman in your team, obviously people would be a bit frazzled on their moral support and everything. They think that there is something wrong and there is a bit of a tension in the team. Let's be clear about that. There will be camps in the team. As much as we would like to deny that, but there will be camps where there is a Kohli camp, there is a Rohit Sharma camp where 3-4 people associated with Rohit Sharma would be going around, and then Kohli and his RCB teammates who are playing in the team, they are also making a group, and uh, there is a lot of tussle in that sense. Okay, and I think Rohit Sharma would be also having aspirational, aspirational values, of means not values exactly, but I would say that aspirational wishes over here to be the captain, and especially by guiding Mumbai to a record IPL win over here. So he would be thinking that why not me? And especially when I'm in the prime of my career, I should be given the mantle of captainship. So it's a matter of ego, and we have a person who has a ego of a planet over here. Okay, so that will obviously have a lot of bad effect on the team. I think Kohli has to sit back and take a step back and understand that if he's going to go on that path, the biggest loser would be him, and he
And
doesn't want to be
not
branded as the villain over here.
not just him, right? India will also lose. Probably Rohit Sharma could play a match ending innings, and if he's not
Yeah,
that,
absolutely. And Kohli has been. This is very uncharacteristic of Kohli as well, because I never saw him as a very arrogant team member over here. He has been a team player out and out. He revels in other success. A lot of people would have observed this, but whenever a bowler takes a wicket, or a batsman hits a monster six and everything, it's Kohli who would be giving the reactions to it. Like as a fan of that player, he would be like, yeah. The bowler has taken a wicket, and like he would be more excited, and the bowler would be thinking, did I take the wicket or did Kohli take the wicket? Okay, so
But there's one thing
yeah,
that we miss. See, those successes, he is the captain there, and he can genuinely derive joy from it. But this is something that has an impact on him, has an adverse impact on him. So
yeah,
how people handle joy and how people handle an adverse situation differ greatly.
yeah,
So
like
that's one thing
pointed
that
out,
could be not working in Kohli's favor.
yeah,
But
like
there are changes about transferring captaincy. For example, if you were to transfer the Test captaincy to Rohit Sharma based on his IPL record, I don't think that would be a very wise thing to do.
No, actually, Rohit Sharma should not be part of the test team only. That's a different thing
yeah,
altogether.
yeah. That's a different thing.
Yeah, I just didn't want to say it. Now that someone has said it,
Yeah.
sure.
No, I don't think. See, that thing is that
You can expect me to be vocal about that always.
yeah,
No.
Rohit Sharma is not a good, test player when it comes to abroad and everything. We have yet to see that. I think. I mean, 165 times the charm, and probably something
So
like
the
that.
point
The
with
number
Rohit
of chances he
Yeah.
has got. Yes.
Exactly. The point with that, yeah, exactly. Like they in test matches, they actually try to create a place for him. Now that he's not succeeding in middle order, and you should not be that desperate to fit anyone into the team, because that's not good, right? You have other openers, you have actual openers like Shubman Gill. I'm not saying Shubman Gill will come and take the world by storm. Maybe he will not, but you don't need
So
to
Mayank
make
Agarwal and KL Rahul.
yeah, Mayank Agarwal, KL, even maybe Prithvi Shaw is waiting in the wings. There are enough openers for you that you don't need to put a middle order batsman just for the sake of it.
Exactly. One thing India doesn't lack is batsmen. Okay.
Yeah.
So like factory assembly line, we are creating batsmen at a record pace over here. The one thing which we need right now is a all-rounder, definitely.
Genuine
Okay.
bowling all-rounder.
Yeah, genuine bowling all-rounder. I don't even
Actually,
mind if it is a
batting
spinning
all-rounder.
all-rounder.
I was
Yeah.
thinking you need a batting all-rounder who can bat in the top six, because in one-day cricket, I mean,
Yeah, somebody at a level of Jadeja, or like Jadeja is batting right now, and even Pandya. Okay, the Pandya level of batting over here, which should be quite good over here. See, we
Basically,
all
we
want
need
we all want a Ben Stokes. Kaushik, you can make that face, but we all want we all want a Ben Stokes. We all want a Ian Botham, or we all want a
couple days.
not even Jofra Archer is out and out bowler. He did have some very
he can
Yeah,
make
he
some
can.
quick hits when
Yeah, seriously, that those
He's a
hits
bit
were
like
really,
he's a bit like Umesh Yadav when he bats, and much better than Umesh Yadav when he bowls.
yeah.
but Umesh Yadav is a run machine with both bat and ball.
Yeah, I mean,
Correct, completely.
Jofra Archer's success were really, very pleasant to watch. It was I really liked Jofra Archer's, success over there. Seriously.
okay.
Yeah, but the success of any team depends on players who can fill multiple roles.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
And in
Players who
fact,
can fill a single role don't really contribute much to the success of a team.
completely agree. Especially if you even look at the most successful teams who have won World Cup. Let us just take World Cup as a criteria. Even Dhoni's team, I mean, apart from the four bowlers, they had Yuvraj Singh, who was the fifth bowler.
Exactly.
They had Virender Sehwag, who could roll his arm over if required. Raina used to bowl so
Here,
many.
Raina, you're Sachin.
Yeah,
Forget about Raina, Sachin, and Sehwag. If Yuvraj didn't regularly bowl those 10 overs. And
Would not have
like
won that
that,
World Cup.
we wouldn't have won that World
He
Cup.
took 17 wickets and 281
Yeah,
runs he scored.
and Yuvraj was the X factor in that World Cup, out and out. Okay,
Yeah.
In spite
let's
of
yeah.
in spite of all his vomiting and cancer probably developing at the time, he turned out to be a match winner. Yuvraj Singh,
Yeah.
and that
It
is
was
just
purely mind over
Absolutely
matter.
commendable.
Like, absolute mind over matter.
yeah. Okay, so we have discussed this today's match a lot, T20 match. I don't want to discuss the first two ODI matches, but yeah, let's see what you guys. India got beaten black and blue in the first two matches. Australia kept scoring and scoring and scoring. 380, I think, in the first match, and then 380.
374 and 389.
5 in the first
Yeah.
match and 388 in the second, 389 in the second.
The
And
pile
the
on.
one thing, we must note, despite Kohli, going out early in the first match, India still got to 300.
Yeah,
And I
Yeah.
think personally that has been a massive takeaway. Like you have your Navdeep Saini or Shami who's coming in, at least hitting a couple of fours and sixes. They were at least trying, and that's actually heartening to watch. So yeah, that was one massive takeaway. Obviously, there are tons of red flags with the team selection. Like, should Saini have been a part of the team? I personally would say no, but it was nice to see him try.
No, but then, yeah, Natarajan did turn up and he did have a good ball over there. But one of the things we need to appreciate is that who else than Navdin Saini?
Natarajan or Shardul Thakur.
No, Natarajan and Shardul Thakur, to be very frank, they were a bit lucky in that, not Natarajan, because Natarajan, it was the debut match, but Shardul Thakur wickets were a bit lucky in that sense. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from his performance and everything, but the fact that Shardul Thakur turned up, I see in a team when I'm looking at Shardul Thakur, Navdeep Saini and Natarajan, I would tend to pick up Navdeep Saini because he happens to be the faster one over there, and he's the one who could actually bowl fast and everything. I would rather still rely on him. But then see, the thing is that my point over here is that the team selection was really bad over here.
Yeah.
When we are talking about the 15-16 which were sent to Australia to play and acclimatize and everything, all that shit. Completely wrong team selection over here. I think, Ganguly should actually go back to NCA and talk sense into that, scouting people over there, that we need to really start finding couple of good fast bowler as well as a couple of batting and bowling all-rounder as necessary in the team. Okay,
Actually,
because
it just surprised me that and I kept thinking about this. Why is Deepak Char not part of the one day squad? Like, that guy can swing the ball both ways. He should be part of it. He could have been the third bowler. He could have opened the bowling.
yeah, exactly.
And you could have had, because he swings shallow, he could have opened the bowling, bowled the first 5 overs.
And especially knowing that Deepak Chahar is not going to feature in the test match, okay, it would have been a good idea to try him out. And especially when you know that there is no upcoming one day cups, so we don't have to worry about any kind of one day tournament over here and getting our combination right for an upcoming tournament over here. The only thing which you have to be worried about is the 2020 World Cup, which is upcoming over here, and pretty much India has a good combinations of players over here, and we actually tested our bench strength over here. But when it comes to ODI,
take it all the way. If not for injuries, India can easily take it all the way.
Yeah, I think so.
And of course, we should learn to beat the West Indies when it comes to World Cup. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
The West Indies is a team which completely throws everything out of the equation. Opposition doesn't matter. If they decide that they are going to hit, they are going to
number
hit.
11
and they're like they're sleepwalking into World Cups right now. Like, they will be nowhere in the picture. Somehow they'll manage to get into the quarterfinals or in the Super 8 or something like that, and suddenly they will just blow everyone out of the park.
You can be rest assured that will be someone like Mark Nicholas or Shane Bond to really inspire them to do well. They'll make some comment before the World Cup about how poor the West Indies are, and from there they'll go and they'll win the World Cup.
Who was this second person you talked about? Shane Bond?
Shane Bond or Mark Nicholas.
Oh, yeah. Shane Bond. Yeah. Somebody should tape their mouth, okay, for the sake of...
Somebody should tape Gautam Gambhir's mouth.
I don't think so. Gautam Gambhir has been very, very frank in his assessments over here, and
Yeah, yes, but once he has talked, players have stopped doing well. I'll start. Marcus Stoinis was the captain of his fantasy team. He declared that on Twitter. Stoinis had a duck and a very
oh, that way.
After that, he
Okay.
latched on to Bumrah, and Bumrah had the most forgettable 2 ODIs of his life.
Uh,
And I
Oh,
don't think.
that way. But yeah, if I need
Oh
to
yeah, then he
tape
said
tape.
Steve Smith is equal to Virat Kohli, and we all know how that turned out.
No, but then one of the things I really wanted to point out over here, if you want to tape somebody's mouth, it is Sanjay Manjrekar. Okay, okay, that is
No, no,
one person.
no, no, don't do that because whenever he does that, Jadeja plays well. Let him speak. I want to speak every day.
I mean,
But Gautam Gambhir is about to be taken.
yeah, I think Gautam Gambhir is just a bad luck on the team in that sense. That
we talked about Sanjay Manjrekar and Jadeja in today's match. I think in the last over or somewhere, Jadeja was batting, and then Chahal came in. He said, "If I can say so, Chahal is a better bowler than Jadeja." He was like tiptoeing around, criticizing Jadeja. He doesn't want to get into that territory and lose his job again. So probably, yeah.
I don't understand, but Manjrekar's commentary has such a punchable quality of voice over there. Whenever he talks, I feel like if I could climb in into the TV and probably punch him in the throat or something like
Yeah,
that.
actually,
He's
that
very, very condescending. Yeah.
a lot of Twitter people feel that whenever, I mean, he used to comment a lot in like even 1 year before.
Yeah, especially he and Akash Chopra used to have a very strong opinions about a format or a team or about a type of playing which they are absolutely alien about. Okay, I mean I have never seen Sanjay Manjrekar do anything of note, and Akash Chopra has done a lot of things of note which put people to sleep or something like that. Okay, that's his best quality, if I can say so, when it comes to batting. So it's more like you don't even have the records to back yourself. Okay, I can understand a Gautam Gambhir or a Sehwag dissing somebody and saying that they're not playing well and everything, because they know the game in and out. Okay, Akash Chopra and Sanjay Manjrekar are just smooth talkers. Okay, they know how to talk well in English and probably talk themselves out of a situation over here. But apart from that, I don't think their insights are any uh, you know
Don't add value
intuitive.
to the game.
Yeah, exactly. They don't add value to anything.
And the
Yeah, we
thing
talked
about
about
Sanjay Manjrekar is that just one last point. The thing about Sanjay Manjrekar's commentary is very, very abrasive and cynical always.
Exactly.
And
Yes.
it's very irritating to hear that. I mean, you come on, you can be a bit positive about whatever you're speaking about. Be a bit positive. You don't need to be always, except when he speaks about Rohit Sharma.
Mm.
Like, except then he's
How is
absolutely.
That's the
Another person
Mumbai.
who belongs
That's
in this
the.
bracket is Rohan Gavaskar.
I never heard him actually. Yeah.
Okay. How is Agarkar? I see him as a new face in the commentary team. Maybe he.
Agarkar has been a
Yeah.
mainstay in commentary sometime back now.
Okay.
Like he never used to usually go on air, but he used to provide a lot of good analysis over there. I find his
In Cricket
analysis
Info,
very nice over
he
here.
was part of the Cricket
Yeah,
Info analysis team.
the Cricket Info videos are really good. You should actually watch them. Cricket Info. Sorry, I am saying Cricket Info. No, I was talking about Crick Buzz. Okay,
Actually, the
Crick
overall
Buzz.
level, yeah.
Yeah, the overall level, I think, for Crickbuzz is quite good over here. They have good analysis in place and they talk sense rather than talking about something. Crick Info is going in a different direction. Sometimes they come up with very good articles and very good insights over there, but
A lot
it's
of their
very
articles are
inconsistent.
Really hidden.
clickbait. A lot of their
Yeah,
articles are only
yeah,
clickbait.
those are like they're trying to pander to the woke
Yeah.
crowd over there. That's about it. Why this the lit player didn't feature in this particular match?
Why Kohli should not be part of the T20 team?
Yeah, those kind of
What nonsense.
Yeah, and
yeah. Say,
like they put up.
those kind of hot takes you try to take in order to appease to the woke crowd. I think that's a low hanging fruit for For them, yeah, whatever their strategy being, but Crick Info has completely, went down in quality, and that shows on their bottom line as well. The number of viewers have drastically reduced, and it's a shell of what it used to be.
Okay, coming back to India versus Australia, and a little bit of time check. We are at 10:59. Is there anything else that any of you want to discuss about the ODI or the T20?
On the ODI front, I just wanted to say that Australia finds I mean, the Australian player always find their mojo when they're playing in their own playground over here. Okay, so I like Smith suddenly discovering his hands in nets. Probably he was Thakur in Rajasthan Royal. Okay, some Gabbar has I mean Gabbar from Delhi Capitals have cut off his hands or something.
Yeah, IPL is doubtful, but Steve Smith is always a great player. He did well in England. He did well in almost in every other country. So I mean, I believe him. I mean, I
Actually,
believe him.
I feel he's a very, very good, it's an amazing, outstanding test player. But one day, may like he's not that prolific in ODI.
Hmm.
I mean, now he has done well, very well in this series, definitely. But he's not been as prolific in one day cricket as or even in T20s for that matter, T20 internationals as he has been in.
You should see the attitude with which he played the first two ODIs. He was, uh, he was like he was in a form where in test matches he has scored around 40, 50 runs. Okay, by that time he has gone into beast mode and then probably hit the ballers out of the park. Somehow in his mind he has played those 40, 50
Yeah.
runs of a test match, and then he's started to just open up. So he just went in that fifth gear mode in the first two ODI. But somehow I think they should have gone back to the drawing board and found out that what could be the weakness for Steve Smith. The third ODI was a pretty much a easy dismissal for Steve Smith. Shardul Thakur. It was Shardul Thakur who took it. Correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Down the leg
a
side.
very, down the leg side. It was a very easy dismissal for him. It was a lucky dismissal for him. But in 2020, I didn't find him any good over there.
Yes, it was like definitely he played two outstanding innings. Like we have to give credit
Yeah,
to where it's due.
yeah, absolutely.
Outstanding over there, and I guess it helped that they had such a good start in both the ODIs, so he could just come
Yeah,
and he also had the luxury that he knew that there were people like Maxwell and all who were in form below him, so he could really go after the bowling. And India bowled pathetically.
yeah, exactly. I
I
mean,
think that,
I really can't understand. Like India was so good in their bowling plans and everything. And I do remember a match. I mean, it was a test match anyways. But in the dressing room, they used to have this paper stuck on over there where they have a strategy for each and every batsman they had. Okay, like for they were playing against Sri Lanka, and for each and every batsman they had a strategy down to number 11. Okay, they had strategies for each and every batsman. They have written it down that you have to bowl him on the fourth stump, and he's susceptible to that. This player is susceptible to the short ball. This player is nervous during his initial period and such that. And they have also plan A is Bumrah, plan B is Shami, those kind of what you can say strategy. They did that. I thought that means India has evolved into this bowling machine kind of thing where they have strategy chalked out for everyone. And in the age of in this age day and age where you can get all the footage, it would have been incredibly easy for them to find out the chinks in the armor of every batsman over there. So I was a bit surprised by their bowling plan completely. Like they were they're spraying like a water spray over there. Like there was no line or length, nothing was put in stone. That brings to the fact that how important the settled bowling unit was. Like when we have Shami, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Bumrah, and to an extent
but
even, yeah, go ahead.
but I actually feel that they Indian team management actually destroyed Bhuvneshwar Kumar. I mean, the way he was, like, I don't know. I mean, they made they when he was very injury prone, they should have taken care of him. But I remember, I think this happened in 2017 when we went to England. right? That was the first time that
Yeah.
he had a chronic injury. Like he played the entire IPL, and then instead of resting him for for the test matches, they made him play the ODIs, which was very meaningless. I don't know why they made him do that. He got injured into the last game, and then he was never the same again. He was sent back home, and he's never been the same after that. And that's where I think workload management should be a very important aspect, because they should look at what happened to Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and they should definitely take lessons from that and take care of Bumrah and other people. Otherwise,
They are
3 4
making
years
the
down the
same.
line,
They're making the same mistake with Bumrah.
yeah.
They're rushing him back into bowling. Obviously, there's something India cannot afford right now. That losing Bumrah at this point of time, Bumrah is somebody we need him for the next 10 years at least.
And
Okay,
in all
it was
formats.
it, and in all format, yes, indeed. The fact that Bumrah was pretty devastating in the third ODI, I was happy about that. Okay, but let's see what happens over there.
Okay. So yeah, one prediction time. Uh, ODIs went in the way of Australia. They won 2-1. Yeah, T20s, India is way little ahead with 1-0. How will the T20? What is your prediction for who will win the T20 series? I think there are
2-1
three.
India.
2-1 India. Okay.
Same with me, 2-1 India, and probably they will win the Sunday match and mess up on the third match.
Okay,
Okay.
I will say 3-0 India.
3-0.
Hopefully,
Super optimistic.
I mean, yeah, it is super optimistic, but yeah,
But
I,
also,
but
plausible.
Yeah.
plausible. Yes, exactly.
I just
If
feel we're a better balanced T20 side than the ODI side. Actually, that is what
but
gives me confidence.
that is one question I wanted to ask on this. Considering the fact that Yuzvendra Chahal played really well in this match, how do they manage team balance?
But Ravindra Jadeja is concussed, right? So he'll probably not play the next.
Like he is properly concussed. Will he not able to recover from his concussion by Sunday?
I have a feeling that they should give him a rest, because anyway he has to play the test matches as well.
Yes.
I guess Jadeja is part of the test squad, and
He'll be very useful in the test match once
yeah,
Ashwin also comes in. So
yeah.
he'll have a combination with Ashwin, and he'll be
But yeah,
dancing.
then
Are
it
we?
is going to weaken our
Yeah, I
balance
think yes,
significantly.
it does make sense to include him as a test match batsman, because he's a far more better test match batsman in my opinion. I mean, especially if you need somebody to farm around in the lower order batsmen with
In the
the
event of
lower
a
order
batting
bowlers.
collapse.
Yeah, in case of a batting collapse and you need like 70 80 runs being made and frustrating the team,
He
Australian team
can
over there.
really irritate and frustrate the opponent.
Yeah, and
That
he
ability
knows
that
how
is,
to irritate and frustrate. Like he's not
Just like how
brash or
Sanjay
something.
Manjrekar irritates him.
Yeah, he is not brash or anything, but somehow whenever he plays those shot and everything, it gets under the skin of the opposition player. I
and he
saw
can
that.
also be very aggressive if he wants to. He can really hit.
No, he's aggressive and all, but somehow I feel that whenever he hits that shot, it hurts the opposition for
Yeah.
some reason. I
And
don't understand.
I feel that maybe he should be given a rest the next match. I also have a feeling that he has some kind of hamstring problem, some niggle. So maybe it's
Yeah,
best to rest him for at least one more T20 match. But even in that case, it doesn't solve the issue, because if you have Natarajan, we have Shami, and we have this other fast bowler. Who's the other one? Who played? Natarajan played, Shami,
Deepak Chahar,
Deepak Chahar, and then
Shardul
we have Chahal. Then like who we'll need a fifth
Shami.
bowler, but we'll need a fifth bowler. Oh yeah, we'll have this guy. We'll have Washington Sundar.
And we can maybe even use Pandya to bowl like 2 overs something.
No, Pandya is not going to bowl. Pandya has said that he's not going to bowl. Just the
But
4 overs.
guess we'll have to make it work with 5 bowlers bowling four overs each,
That
irrespective
would
of
be very very risky on
risky.
their part.
It's a very risky play because
Today
one of them
today
could get hammered.
today it worked in our favor completely. But
But it goes back to the same thing. Like we don't have all rounders. I don't think we have anyone
and yes, with Jadeja
double
gone,
skill bowler. We don't have a double skill.
our like work is now cut out over here.
Jadeja
Like,
and Washington Sundar are the only double skill bowling batting
yeah,
players.
exactly.
I mean, there's no one else.
Always coming back to the same point that we need to have a batting or bowling all rounder
And
somewhere.
I just want to like just add that point about balance in ODI cricket, especially since we just discussed the ODI series. This has been a recurrent issue with us for many years now. Especially,
Exactly.
see, even the World Cup, we didn't have a number 4, right? Now we don't have we don't have players who can, like, now we have a number four, but we don't have players who can bowl, bat and bowl. I mean, I don't understand what the team management is doing, and it's been going on for many years now. This kind of shoddy planning. And I just want to bring in the test matches. I think Rahul will know where I'm going with this. Even when we went to South Africa, we managed to drop Rahane and bring in Rohit Sharma, and we knew
Yeah.
what disaster that turned out to be. We went to England, we dropped Pujara and got a Rohit Sharma. That became a disaster in the test matches. Now, then we didn't have a proper planning. We dropped Ambati Rayudu for whatever reason. We didn't take him to the World Cup. I don't believe that 2D, 3D thing. I have no clue why they didn't take him to the World Cup. They said Pant will be number four. He is not a number four player. Okay, now we don't have a player who can do double skill. So there is always some issue.
Not a number anything player in limited overs.
Yes.
No, the problem over here is that in
mindset.
Indian team is not investing into a all-rounder for whatever bizarre reason it is. Like we have so pure batsmen, so pure bowlers, nothing in between. Okay.
Yeah.
And in contrast, look at the world-beating team over here, England. Look at England, how smoothly they are cruising through their matches and everything. It's only because they have three all-rounder in between.
I mean,
Easily.
Moeen Ali, who all other? Moeen Ali?
Moeen Ali,
And
Sam Curry, Sam
And
Curran,
And Vokes.
Vokes.
Both currents actually.
Vokes is gone. Then
Yeah.
you have this Jofra Archer, you have Ben Stokes, you have, Moeen Ali, then Adil Rashid. That bloody number 11 can bat.
I mean, okay,
that's the
England
whole
are a
point.
world-beating team, but look at Australia. Like, even they have Maxwell. They have two bowlers, Stoinis and Maxwell, who can bowl, who can bat in the top seven, top six, and they can bowl. And then they have four more bowlers, and we need someone who can bowl
Look
5 overs.
at that Moises Henrique. Like
Moises
out of all thing, like Moises Henrique, that beta player, he came up and tongued around us. Obviously, it was at the fag end of the innings, but still he tongued around, and he took
I
a
think that
lot
has
of
more to do
wickets
with
as
the
well.
fact that he plays Big Bash.
Understood, but see, the thing is that you should see one thing we are not able to understand is that the way Mumbai Indians have built their core all-rounders over there, Pollard, both Pandyas, okay, three genuine all-rounder. They are not like all-rounder like somebody who can bowl a bit and somebody who can bowl a bit of a batting as well. No, they're genuine all-rounder. They can deliver those 4 overs over there. Pollard can deliver those 4 over there, and Pandya can deliver that 4 overs.
Both the brothers.
Yeah, both the brothers, and they do that quite regularly. Obviously, Pandya this IPL didn't play in any role in terms of bowling and everything, but
they didn't need him to. They had Bumrah, Bolt, and Coltonale or Pattinson.
Yeah,
and then there are Rahul Char, and then,
they have Rahul Char and everything.
so they had 4 or 5 proper bowlers.
Which reminds me, Rahul Char is part of the 2020 setup, I guess.
No, is he?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Rahul Char is part of what? Nothing?
he's not part of it.
Nothing.
Are we sure? I think
I saw a lot of Mumbai Indians fans who were salty about the fact that Surya Kumar Yadav obviously deserved it, but
no, Surya Kumar Yadav again. See, Surya Kumar Yadav could have been a good replacement for, let's say, somebody like Manish Pandey, or for somebody like Shreyas Iyer in this case. Okay, like if Shreyas Iyer is not playing, Surya Kumar Yadav could have easily come in and fill in that void. For all it matters, take up Ishan Kishan if it is there.
Yes.
If he's
Ishan
there.
Kishan is the main
the
guy.
wicket keeping problem will also be solved.
Yeah.
Yeah, the keeping problem. See, the
I think
keeping
KL Rahul is doing
he's doing a
but he can be a
fantastic
backup
job.
keeper.
Yeah,
So
but
see,
then,
Ishan Kishan is a better batsman than Sanju Samson. So he should be, but I feel and best part about Ishan Kishan, he can open the batting, he can
although I will not grudge Sanju Samson plays over here.
I'm a huge fan.
You are a huge fan, but then you are objective about it. Yeah. But the fact that Sanju Samson did play and he did take a very good catch today.
Fantastic.
So he's a good outfield fielder as well. That also plays for his.
Definitely. No, I'm just saying that we can have Ishan Kishan as well. That's all.
Exactly. Ishan Kishan can play as a pure attacking batsman over there in the team over there. But I think somehow, like the fact that Kohli is reluctant to take those Mumbai Indian players in the fold and everything. somehow it is playing in.
And again, taking Surya Kumar Yadav, like he's a brilliant batsman. He played well, but again, it doesn't solve the problem of balance. We don't have.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think: isn't there anyone whom we can?
You do understand the fact that Shreyas Iyer was a bowler previously, and then he got converted into a batsman.
Yeah,
He
pure batsman.
came in as a bowler over here.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought he was a pure batsman.
Yeah,
No, he came back as a bowler, pure bowler actually. Then
Okay.
suddenly when he started batting, he saw that he is much better off as a batsman. Then he completely switched over to batting, and that's what
Reminds me of
happened.
someone
Even
else.
Rohit Sharma also. Okay, Rohit Sharma.
Yeah, Rohit Sharma was a leg spinner.
He was a good leg spinner over there, and he took hat tricks in IPL
Yeah.
for all it matters.
Two
And
hat-
two hat tricks,
Mumbai, that
two
too.
hat tricks, two
Against
hat
Mumbai.
tricks
Yeah,
against
the first one was
Mumbai
against
Indians.
Mumbai. Yeah, the first
Okay,
one was
like
against
two
Mumbai.
hat tricks. I mean, I would kill for
Actually, that was a season where Deccan Chargers could do no wrong.
yeah. Exactly.
South Africa.
They did everything wrong in the first season, and they did nothing wrong in the second.
Everything right in the second season.
Yeah, exactly.
But
And
yeah, like
drastically different team. But yes, the thing is that one of the things Indian coaching should do over here is that if you have a skill of a bowling over here, don't give it up. Don't give it up. Don't make them give it up. Don't get them into only batting over here. They have to come along. See, even Joe Root comes along and roll over his hand.
dibbly-dobbly
Obviously,
balls. Yeah,
whatever dibbly-dobbly balls. See, even
and even Kane
dibbly-dobbly.
Williamson balls.
Yeah,
Kane
Ken
bowled
Williamson
excellent.
balls. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. But when I'm talking about people like Kohli cannot bowl for sure. Okay, he bowls like he's going to take off his shirt and everything. But he bowls like that. But he is a terrible bowler. But people like Shreyas
RCB
Iyer.
fans would know it very well. How bad he is. Remember that?
Yeah,
he needed 50 runs?
Albi Markel destroyed him.
Oh my
But I
god.
think he does
Yeah.
have a T20 wicket and a bowling average of infinite because he got a wicket in the zeroth ball.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, zero. Okay. Anyway, let's not get into that. I think we are getting over a bit of time.
Oh yeah, there's one last thing, I wanted to talk about. The Player of the Decade awards.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about those?
I
I
mean,
didn't see that. Who won those awards?
it's
No, December
it's
18th.
been nominated, right? Till now,
December
ICC.
18th.
Yeah. I think Virat
So there are
Kohli will
tickets for the
definitely.
World T20 on offer for anyone who votes.
I think Virat Kohli will definitely win those awards for ODI and ODI at least. If
Guys,
not-
ODI 2020 as well. I think, but
Yeah.
then 2020 is up for grabs for the fact that India never featured in a proper, dominating 2020 performance. Although they are on a dominating spree right now. Okay, but I don't
I think,
see
but
them.
2020, I think it should go to
Personally, I
maybe
voted for
Rashid
Gale
Khan.
as 2020
Maybe it
player of
could
the
also go to Rashid Khan and because it's
Rashid Khan, yes.
yeah, like it's a decade. It's a performance of the decade. Right? So, I mean,
If you are looking on an overall perspective, Babar Azam, Virat Kohli, Rashid Khan are the proper, contender for the spot. But then, yes, it is open over there.
Overall, there's also Kane Williamson led his team to 2 World Cup finals.
That would
Then
be
he will-
ODI. That would be
Okay,
ODI.
oh yeah, talking about just T20.
Yeah, we are talking
because the categories are across formats, right?
Exactly.
One-
Yeah, but there's one award for Player of the Decade, like overall.
I think that will go to.
hello, is it me?
Personally, I want that to go to Kohli, and
I think it will go to Kohli. I mean, because his impact
He deserves
across formats has been
Yeah.
unbelievable. Like
I think it will go to
Yeah.
Kohli from an impact perspective, and considering the fact that
Test
in the
Player of
first
the Decade should go to Smith, in my personal opinion.
it will probably go to Smith. But then the thing is, the problem is we are all being very batsman centric. We don't know, like it might also be like, I mean, James Anderson might also get that, right? I mean, he's taken some 600 wickets or something.
at least in the second half we saw that Bumrah making an impact, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's not decade-wide enough for.
Yeah, decade
No,
wide.
I
that's
think
why-
bowlers have had decade-wide impacts. to
I
be-
just feel that maybe James Anderson could also get it because being a fast
For
bowler.
the test match, yes,
Yeah.
it could be a no-brainer over there. But
No, I think for the overall thing, it has to be Kohli. I think because that guy, I think there was a time where he averaged above 15 all 3 formats, including
I think
T20.
I think he's still averaging it.
Yeah.
Still
not
averaging
for
50
that
overall, 3.
T20.
Or 15 all 3.
Oh, is it?
Still,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Okay, I think we have done enough. We
Yeah.
actually went a bit over time.
Yeah, before we end, I have a proposal. The proposal is to do with the. Actually, I will tell you a story. I booked the tickets for the World Cup T20 for Australia. Of course, that
wow.
got cancelled.
Wow.
So, yeah, so that's okay. Probably it will come back later. What I want to propose is that the World Cup, which is going to happen in November of 2021, let's all of it watch together, as in watch live. Even it happens in Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Kolkata. Let's pick these grounds. Probably let's plan our visits, and then
Itineraries.
all of us can watch it together live. What do you guys think?
I don't mind, but
I don't mind honestly.
I don't mind. But the only problem is that whether I will be even alive by that time or not. Yeah, this has been a
That's
weird
too
year.
much.
And yeah, the optimist in me wants to watch that match in a ground and everything. But I'll take it 1 year at a time. But yes, if we are around and then
Now,
probably I
don't
don't
be
mind.
so morbid. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be morbid about it. People are not even worried about the fact that there is a second wave coming up.
No,
And then
what I feel is I'm not sure if the World Cup will happen in India or not. Like that's also the
I
possibility.
think it will happen. I think it will happen.
And they
They
might
will
not
make it
allow
happen.
crowds. It all depends on how the cases
Already in
go.
Australia, there is so much crowd, right? So my
Yeah.
guess
But
is that
that's only in Sydney and Canberra, right? That's
yeah,
not in
No,
Melbourne. Like the
understood,
Australian Open is
but
completely.
Yeah, it's
they're
by
going to
design.
open it up.
That's a
yeah.
good idea, Nambi. Yeah, why not? I mean,
So
we can
as I
definitely
was
try.
planning,
It's still 1 year left, and
yeah,
as you should.
so I am proposing now itself. We have enough time. We can plan stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
indeed.
thank you guys. Thanks,
Thank
Rahul.
you.
Thanks, Ashik.
I have watched a World Cup match in Bangalore, by the way.
Oh, nice, cool.
Yeah, Chinnaswamy, India, England, 2011 World Cup,
The
which
Thai
was a
one.
Oh
tied
my
match. I
god.
Yeah.
watched it on the stadium. I came all the way from Calcutta. I used to stay there then, and I came by train. I watched the match and went back.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, nice. Probably next year, a lot of people will watch. We
The
can also.
the last match I watched is the India England Bristol match, where
You were in England then, is it?
yes.
Nice.
I think Rohit Sharma scored a century. Okay, so
Okay.
chasing the match and everything. So I watched that match. It was a good match to watch.
The last World Cup match that I watched was 2019, India versus West Indies in Old Trafford, Manchester.
Wow.
Uh,
Yeah, I traveled there, watched it. It was great. It was a little bit sunny, so it was a bit hot, but it was
What
good.
happened in that match? Like,
India won. I think West Indies scored some two. No, India scored 265 to 70 odd. And then West Indies like capitulated
oh,
easily.
I think they had a collapse over there.
Yeah.
which
140 for
one?
2 and then they
This
followed
one?
up 1.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Which
India
one is that? 2000?
Indies in Manchester.
2019 World Cup.
Yeah.
2019 World Cup. You were there. Okay, I was there in England as well, but I didn't watch any of the matches.
Fine, bro. You should have at least seen one of the
No,
matches.
actually, Idishu was pregnant. That's why I was
Oh,
around that time.
okay. Cool. Okay. Thanks again, guys. And see you in a short, I mean, after a few matches. Probably we'll catch up
Yeah.
again. See you.
Sure, always enjoyed.